guys, I didn't want to just bore you with moving that motor onto the engine stand there, so I just went ahead and got all that done. So I'm gonna continue on now. We're gonna get the exhaust off, and then I am going to get the heads off, and then we'll probably quit for the evening. I did my trash can now, but yeah, we're gonna get that off and go from there. So let's go ahead and we're still working on 9/16 on the head bolts. Nope, 1/2 inch. Now, I want these bolts all to come off. Even though I'm not going to use these heads right now, I still want it to be right. So, okay. All right, thank you, Lord. One more. This puppy don't want to. All right, hang on. All right. Just set a stock exhaust. I have no interest in keeping. I'm just going to set it on the side now. I had 2 sets of stocks exhaust that was with the other little red. It had an extra set that just came with it. And, ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's why we're tearing it all apart. Looked like it had a few nuts in there, like maybe a mouse. But I didn't see nothing in the carburetor or anything like that. Yes, come on out. Come on. All right. One more time. All right. Thank you, Lord. That come off good. I don't want to deal with broken bolts on my Silverado right now. I got a really nice 2003 Silverado 4x4 I've been having for a lot of years, and that has been one good truck. It's got a 6.0 in it, but I have some broken exhaust bolts, and not happy with that. But regardless, let's see here. Nope. Okay. But it's been broken for about a year. You can hear it every morning when you crank it up. It's got a little tick, you know. It warms up, it gets a little quieter, but it's there. That's the thing. And it's a beast to try and get in there and change. I've got 225,000 miles on it, and it's still going good. So I'm not intending to do any correction on it until I get ready to replace that motor. And I'm thinking I'll probably get another 75,000 at least out of that truck. Okay. It's got a little crud in the top. I'm looking at the bottom, so clean. I'm just a little surprised at that. Not horrible, not horrible. We'll pull the other side, and then I'll show you what we got. Okay. No. Oh, this. got stock valve covers and chrome ones, and I got those nice gold ones that I have as well. But those are pretty unique looking covers, like I say. Everything's tight. For sure. So it tells me some good things about this motor. You know, like I said, we're gonna go through and clean it all. I don't have very much trash in here, but some stuff is falling in as we're disassembling. I'll bring you in a little bit closer here. You can kind of see the heads. They're not horrible. Not by a long shot, but you know, you see they have some crud. But like I said, the engine is really clean. When I get through with it, it's going to be very clean. So we'll definitely have a clean motor when we do. But so let's go ahead and we are going to pop these heads off. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull the plugs. Interested in looking at those, so let me get these plugs pulled. Okay, so let's see what they look like. Okay, somebody just well, that's not pretty. I don't know if somebody just stuffed these in there or not, but you can see pretty dirty. Yeah, they're just all trash. So we'll see the top of the pistons though. You know, if we'll probably pop the bottom of one of them, the main bearings off, take a look. I'm really hoping that they look good. They do, I'm not going to worry about them. But if there's any doubt whatsoever, I will change them. Main thing is having a good bore. I definitely want to have a good bore on it. And I'm hoping it's 30 or 40 over. Since it's a remanufacture, that's what I'm hoping for. It's what we hoping for. Didn't have it hooked to anything that I could have done a compression check on it beforehand. We're going to be good. Like I said, I feel good about this motor just by looking on the inside. It may surprise me when we pull the cam, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be okay. But the biggest part of this weight is heads. Now these are not aluminum, the ones I'm going to use. These were the original heads on the other one. And I took these here, like I said, I maxed these out. These are some nice looking heads here. Does aluminum be better because of weight? But besides that, these are some good heads. I've got 2 different sets of valve springs I can use, so it all depends on the cam that we're looking on, that I'm looking on going back with. I'm gonna pull this cam, see what it's about. I'm sure it's probably pretty close to stock. I would be willing to bet on it. And we need to check my other cam out that I pulled out a little red from the beginning, because I didn't really look at it. And I pulled it out and it looked kind of good, but I didn't research it, see what it was. So let's see about getting these head bolts off. And I got all my original rods and rock arms and all from the motor. Like I said, I don't know if that was the original motor that actually came with the little red. I was told it was, but you don't know that. They tell you all kind of malarkey just to get you to buy it. So I don't believe a dang one of them. You know, there's very few salespeople that are honest today. There's some out there, but very few. Most of them don't give a damn, they just want your money. All these are actually labeled whenever you have these, you have left and right, and every one of them are labeled. So, however, I think one of the main things too, if you're going back, you know, with the same motor, if I'm using these same ones, you know, I definitely want to try and get them back on the right side. May not really make a lot of difference, because the fact is, if I change the cam, that's going to change everything anyway. I have to pick up some more boxes so I can store this stuff properly. Okay. All right. It's got some crud on it there. You know, kind of make a suction around the lifters, which I'm happy with that. But like I said, it had some crud on it. All of them look good, none of them look bent or anything like that. So I'm gonna put that one. And let's take the other side off. When I get through, I'm definitely going to clean all my tools and stuff. Kind of get stuff situated. Like I said, I'll get a couple boxes and stuff. I don't like keeping a mess when I'm working. You know, now that I'm able, I have a nice shop and I have space. A lot of, you know, when you're cramped up, you don't have a lot of room, unfortunately. It's just what it is. You know, I watched Pole Barn Garage. He's another good one. I don't know how that guy works in the space he has. And oh, it always looks so junky. But he's only got so much room, and he does so much. So I get it. I just like, man, I don't know. I gotta have to cleaner than that. But he's another good one to watch. Sweeper Dude, Pole Barn. Vice Grip, of course, he's a granddaddy of it all, I do believe. I do watch David Fryburger too. He had a funny one the other day, so yeah, I do watch him. I always like him. So, I'll set this down. So again, everything was tight. Whenever I look like I can see all the. It's just that you see crud and stuff around it. So I don't know. We're gonna see. Everything looks clean and all. I like the way everything looks. Very shortly we'll be able to see what's going on. So let's see if we can't get this head over here, and we'll get that one. I guess we can go ahead and pull that distributor out. Do I have a half inch up here? Don't. Just give me that. Yeah. Man, all that pressure washing I did outside, and it doesn't look like I touched this dang thing, I'll tell you. So, we'll probably take it back to the edge of the carport, or edge of my shop, and we'll squirt it down real good and scrub it and clean it again, because I want this sucker clean before we do anything, for sure. I want it clean. Yeah, that's a lot of crud. Okay, Well, I'm just wondering what kind of oil they used. All my engines in the past, everything I've always ran Castrol. Years ago, probably 30 years ago, I had an Oldsmobile Cutlass and had problems with it, and I could not figure it out, and I brought it to see how clogged up that is. Brought it to a good friend of mine. He was a mechanic, that's what he did, and he tore into that thing. He said that was the cleanest motor he ever worked on. And he even asked me, he said, what oil are you running? And I said, I run the Castrol GTX, so I've stuck to that. A little tough. Probably should do in the out, loosen them up, although I ain't loosening them very much. Watch that, I don't want to mess them up. All right, let's break them all loose. Clean spot so we can take them and set them down, don't we? Okay, so I'm going to set them at. I had left the oil filter on there, and I was wondering why. Well, it didn't take me long to figure out why, because it took that one and almost everything I had to get that dang oil filter off. So I'm sure it was stuck on there and they just couldn't get it, and they said the heck with it. Okay, so let me clear a spot here. Wow. Oh, caught me there, didn't it? Puppy on there. No. Still see some crosshatch in there. This one has some junk in it. I don't like junk in there. Stuff that just fell in after I pulled the heads, what I mean when I say junk in it. Okay. Now that ain't good. That looks like a piece of broken ring right there. Exactly what that looks like. Let's okay. I mean, besides being dirty and grimy, I don't see any problems. Anything's been hitting anything, any loose metal or anything. So that's a huge plus. Okay, I don't see any issues. Oh, splattered me, shit. Okay, well. I usually have an apron. Yes, because it tears up your clothes. Whoa! Wild child. Okay. Alright. Bolts. I have a brand new set of ARPs that'll be going in this motor already. Okay. Same thing here. Just see it's very dirty. Very dirty, but do not see where there would be any problems. Like I said, I'll get all this cleaned up before we start again. Okay. Alright, so the bulk of everything I wanted to get done, that is it for today. So we're taking it apart. I can bring you a little closer and show you the pistons. And we're gonna see how what kind of bore size we have. But I mean, let's see. Let's get a light. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you can see a little. I still see a lot of crosshatch in that one, but see a little bit of scraping up and down. But what we'll do is we'll take it, spin it over, and yeah, a lot of crosshatch. Like I say, you see a little scraping up and down. That's going to be normal. Let's see if I could bring you in and kind of show you what we're looking at here. So, you know, and I believe these are going to be 40 over, which is actually what I was looking for. That's originally what my other one was when I first tore it down. But I'm pretty sure, I mean, that 40 over there is going to be 40 over. So I'm pretty positive this was a remanufactured motor, just like he said. It bored at 40 over. I'll check the cam out. So what we'll do, get all this front pulled off of it and pull the timing chain, everything, see what that looks like. We'll get the cam pulled. Tell you what, that is tight. Getting that lifter in and out, huh? Okay. That tells me it may have a little ridge on it. This one came out. This looks really good. So, you know, sometimes when they're hard to come out, they'll have a little ridge on them. It's showing where it's actually running. You know, regardless, these need to be pulled. This whole thing needs to be clean. You know, taking the oil pan off and clean, spray everything down again, then re-oil it and all. Which we will be doing shortly, because like I said, I had a little water squirted in there. So let's see what this is. This looks like a piece of piston. I think we need to pull the bottom off before we go anywhere this evening, because I don't see nothing up here that tells me anything horrible. But I pulled something out, looked like a ring, and now this piece of piston here. So let's get this pulley off of here. Got me curious now what's going on. Let's get this pulley off here where we can reach the crank better. We'll flip this over, take this pan off the bottom, and yeah, I don't like seeing that. Now that was just sitting right here on top of the oil plug. My distributor, excuse me, where distributor sits. Now he had this motor, when I picked this motor up, it was just sitting on the back there. So anything in the pan could have moved and moved up. So it's possible there's something in the bottom of the pan that I don't know about. We're gonna figure that out. So what we should need, probably we've got 9/16 or ½ inch, probably ½ inch on those. This is why you gotta clean it up. You can't keep having a mess around like that, because then you're looking for stuff. Okay, just drop that there. Alright. And on the side, let's see if we can spin this over. I'm just curious if I spin it over, if I'm gonna see anything on the cylinders, but I think before we even try and spin it over, let's flip this thing upside down and let's see what's in the oil pan. But you know what, when we do that, we're liable to lose some lifters. So let's, I should have Yeah, I got that carton, but I should have had another carton too. All right, so let's take these out. I probably won't reuse these, but you never know, I might. It's just that even finding that looks like a piece of a piston, unless they shut it off right away. I just don't see, I don't see nothing that's hurt right now, unless it's on the bottom half of one of those. Looks like some dang nice lifters there. They look new, man. They do not look like there's any issue at all. Okay, so now we can spin this puppy over. Might be some juice left in there. Also pin in there. I know this is bent. And I figured it was when he laid it down. I'm gonna take that off. I have one off my other motor that's actually balanced, so we're gonna stick to that. I will probably use this pan because my other pan had a pretty sharp dent in it. All right. Oh. I didn't hear anything, like fall from the pan when we flipped this over just now. So to say there's something there, I don't, unless it was something still in the motor after they remanded it. I don't know. But we're fixing to find out, ain't we? Dang thing. Okay, so let's see if we can there we go. Like one little piece of metal on the bottom of the pan is all I found. Let's just drop that in there. There we go. Looks like pieces of some rings. Okay. Let's see what we got. Did they not clean this? This is weird. This is really weird. Because it looks like a piece of a piston there. I wonder if that stuff had just been sitting in the bottom all along. That's just cork gasket there. Strainer don't look bad. You look at that, and that looks like a brand new pump. I mean, you can tell a lot of new parts here. I'm just kind of looking at, there's another piece of a ring. I didn't want to find those things, to be honest with you. From first look at it, looked like it was a really clean motor. I don't see any gouges or anything in there. Don't see in there. Looks like I'm seeing all the pistons. I mean, all the pieces of them from up here that I could see. Okay, I'm not going to spin this over from the bottom. I think, damn, I was hoping not to have to take everything apart on this motor. Yeah, but might have to. I mean, just everything looks so nice on here. To have those pieces in here, it's a little disturbing to say, where did they come from? That's my biggest question, because I see rings, and that to me, to me that looked like a piece of a piston. Now, still might be a piece missing. I can't see a piece missing. But I do see metal inside this. That's metal there. Where's my magnet at? Before we move anything around. That's part of all ring right there. So, looks like part of a piston, part of the rings that was actually in here. So, curious. Okay, so let's there we go. I'm just fishing right now, and then the bottom of that one. Okay, so the bottom of that one, I'm gonna try it again. Magnets won't stick to everything. I'm gonna pick it up, all rings. See, so I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really want to turn this motor over. I believe what I am gonna do, the way I have it right now, go ahead and take the oil pump off of it. We're gonna probably pull one piston at a time. Go ahead and push it straight out. And we don't want to disturb anything as least as possible because I don't want to scratch anything. Now, it didn't look like anything was messed up. So, but however, that's what we're going to do. So, we're going to go through each one and see. I don't have any idea where these parts came from. Did they come from that one piston right there where we were? Did they, were they left in the oil pan? You know, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see anything that looked catastrophic. When I took it apart. Besides crud, that's it. Just crud. So let's see here. You know, once you get started on something like that, you know, you kind of tame, I'm going to do so much stuff, but then when you find something like that, now you're curious, okay, so what's going on? What happened in this motor? Oh, exactly, so. I could have pulled that out. I didn't have to leave that in there. Oh, no problem there. Okay, see, right there, that looks like pieces of piston right there. Now keep in mind, this engine was turned over and laid on its back there. So, what was broken? Don't know. I'm still believing I have a good motor here. I'm gonna believe it's a good motor, and we're gonna pull all apart. We're gonna check all the rings. Oh, I'm sure that was 11/16. Let's put down a 3/4, 5/8. I'll have my 3/4 out here. Ooh. I'm going to do that. Look like I see more carnage in there. I'm not talking I'm talking about like a piece of piston. It's just sitting in the cup of that piston there. Oh, this might be the one right there. Yep. Okay, so 1 second. I think we found the culprit. And hopefully it was stopped before, because if it is, it's not a problem. I've got another set of 40 over rods and pistons. So I've got that, so I'm not afraid of that. I just want to make sure it didn't mess up the block. That's the number one thing I want to be sure of. It did not mess up the block. Get this piston out of here. Was that one there, right? That one there. What in the world would have done that? Look at it. All right. Leave that alone. Bearings aren't bad. Okay, let's I just need to spin this slightly. Okay. You know what, here we go. And there you go. That piston blew out and there's pieces of rings. Look at that. What would cause that to happen? All right, now. All right, so we're gonna stop a second because I did not see any bad scarring or nothing, and I still don't. And so I don't know how it happened or what, but I believe when it happened, they didn't run it anymore. Oh, I need to get me an automatic one of these. Pieces falling. Okay. Now, sleeve. So guys, come on. There is no scarring or anything in here. There is nothing. I still see all the crosshatch. I see what looks like almost a little bit of rust at the top. May have a little bit of water in there. But yeah. There's nothing in there. I'm very thankful for that. So, still a little disappointed because I was really hoping this bottom end was going to be just where it needed to be. Like I said, the bearings don't look horrible. They really don't. It's a little bit of wear here, but it really don't look horrible. And my other motor, when I first tore it down before I brought it to the machine shop, it was wore. I mean, it was wore for sure. But what would have caused that? Oh, where's my mic? Oh, shoot. It might be at work. God, dog it. All right. Well, I'm going to get back with you. We're going to be through for today. And we're going to continue on with you guys. And we're going to get it all in this little red, get it running.